Hello everybody, Earl Music here, United Country Real Estate out of Orofino, Idaho. And this is another episode of Bourbon with Your Broker. Right here is Shanda Norton. She is one of the real estate agents that we have down here in our Orofino office. And thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
Yeah. So again, if you've seen some of the other episodes, you may have remembered we did Tammy in our office, and she was not a bourbon drinker. Are you a bourbon drinker?
No, sir. But I'm willing to give it a sip.
Good deal. So I'm gonna be a little kinder to Shanda, and we're gonna go with a slightly lower proof bourbon. Although that 1792, I tell you what, it was probably one of the smoothest drinking bourbons I've ever had that was that high of a proof. But this one's going to be a little easier to start with. It is Buffalo Trace. This is probably a little more common one. Probably a lot more of you have probably been able to try this and see this in your liquor stores. But I've had before. Fantastic bourbon. I enjoy it.
I like the bottle.
And so I'm hoping you're going to enjoy it too. So if you want, go ahead and grab your glass. I'll give you a little pour here. All right, and if you like, you can put some ice in it.
I would probably
and dilute it a little bit, but
do you want ice too?
no, I'm good. I'll drink mine neat. So Buffalo Trace, thanks for joining me.
You are welcome.
There we go.
Not
Seal of approval. Seal of approval. So if you're wondering, this is Toby.
This is Toby.
You can kind of see him right there. He's our guard dog here.
Yes, he's security. If you come in, you will meet Toby. He
Yep.
might growl and bark at you for a minute, but he takes his job here very seriously.
Yep.
So then he'll warm up to you and be fine. But he goes pretty much everywhere I go lately, and he is 6 months old now, and he's kind of our little office dog now. So
I had my wife had a little dog, and it was a corgi and Australian Shepherd mix, mini Aussie, and she had a blue eye. And anyways, one day I took her to work with me for some reason, and after that, she would sit in the kitchen and watch me. And when I put my coat on, she ran to the front door and had her nose against her, and she went to work with me every single day after that.
yeah.
Anyways, became quite the pattern, and annoyed me to no ends. But
Yes, because I know you love that dog.
Yep. So
I think she loved you a little more than you loved her.
yeah, I don't know. I tell you what, we ended up losing her, and when we did, of course, anytime you lose somebody, I realized how much I enjoyed that dog while having her. So, anyways, so yeah, we all have our pets we all love and stuff. And so, anyways, this is Toby. If you come out here to Orofino and use Shanda at all, or even anyone else that's here in this office, there's a good chance you're going to meet Toby.
Good chance you're going to meet Toby while you're here.
So, Shanda, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I came up to Idaho from Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
We were in Colorado my whole life, born and raised there. And my husband was the sheriff in Rio Grande County for 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
And was in law enforcement in the San Luis Valley for, almost 30 years. And so when we decided that he was going to retire from that, we started looking at where we'd like to go. And we didn't like the direction that Colorado's politics were going.
Mm-hmm.
So we really liked Idaho. We had some friends up here. So we came and started looking at property.
Mm-hmm.
And we just fell in love with this area. We love all the fishing and the water here. We like the reservoir, hunting.
Mm-hmm.
So we purchased some property that actually backs up to the state ground, and so we ride our horses right out our back door, and ATV all over the place, right just from the house. So hunting camp is just awesome at my house, because I get to come home every
sleep
night.
in your own bed.
Yep. Hunting camp is now one of my favorite places. So we love living here. We love the community. Super excited about our new building here. Super excited to be working with Tammy so closely, and we just really like it here. We like all of the recreational stuff that you can do in this area.
Yep, and I love Shanda's background because it fits with so many of the buyers that we're working with today. One, just the law enforcement aspect. We have a lot of retired law enforcement that are moving to Idaho, and specifically our area. And so that is something that, of course, Shanda has lived that life and kind of knows it and has a background in it. And then not only that, but in the last couple of years, you picked up from a place that you'd lived your whole life and moved a great distance to come here. And so I think a lot of buyers can really identify with you because they're sitting at home right now watching this video, hopefully, and thinking, man, I want to move to Idaho, and what's that going to be like? And so if you are thinking that, Shanda might be a fantastic agent for you because she just experienced it. Yeah. And so I just love that Shanda kind of fell in my lap here. She was using another real estate brokerage because it was a friend of hers to find it. And she had worked in Colorado for a United Country office before.
Yeah, for 10
and
years.
But she told her friend, I think I'm going to get my real estate license in Idaho. And her friend said, you should call Earl Music. And she did.
Yeah, I did. From the first phone call, we got along great.
Yeah.
And Earl's a pretty good dude. So
Yeah,
I've really enjoyed working alongside with Earl, and it's a good support team here.
Yep.
So I've found my niche, I think.
Yep.
Not looking to go anywhere. And
Yep.
Tammy and I, Tammy Carey, that works here with me, we've decided that we're going to be rolled out of here in our wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Because we're pretty settled in here now in our new office, and we just really enjoy what we're doing in this area. So.
Yep. And also let you know, Shanda, you have a kid in the high school here.
I do.
And
I do.
so,
I have a freshman this year, so I'm
yeah.
a big high schooler. Yeah.
Yep. So she's familiar with the school system, and anyways, and so
yeah, they're very supportive.
Yeah.
Very supportive there, and they're trying to keep our kids in school, which I think this day and age is very important.
Yep.
I think that they need that social interaction. So I'm very happy with the way the school's been handling trying to keep them in school. So hopefully they'll be able to continue to do that for the rest of the school year.
Yeah, we do get those questions a lot here. The different states around us handled the situation that we're all in differently, and it's people have found this area to be a pretty refreshing place to be, because I've had many customers that come in, and it's kind of funny. We're not trying to get too political here, but they'll come in and they'll have something over their face, and they look at us and we don't.
Nope.
And it's funny because they'll reach up and they'll kind of take off real slow, and they're waiting for our reaction. And usually I will tell them, it's okay, I'm not scared of you. You can take that off if you like.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, this is so awesome.
Yeah.
When can I get moved?
Yeah, I get that a lot too.
Yep.
I had a client come in yesterday, the face mask on. The first thing I said was, you don't have to wear that if you're comfortable not wearing it. And boy, that came off so fast.
Yep. We really kept our kids in school, and I'm not going to beat up anyone for how they wanted to handle the situation we're in, but if you're out there and you don't agree with maybe the way your area is handling, maybe you should look at rural Idaho, namely Clearwater County, Orofino area. Fantastic place to live. We've got great recreation here. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, we're always out doing something. Another thing that we really like about this area is that the Clearwater River runs the full length of the highway here. So if you have to go to Lewiston for your monthly supplies, or you're running up to Kamei or even Missoula, Montana, you are driving along the river the entire way, and it is just so pretty.
If you have never driven Highway 12 to Missoula, one of the most beautiful drives in the entire country. I even think Harley Davidson one time ranked it as one of the top 10 highways to ride your Harley.
I don't recommend it in a storm.
Yeah.
We did that once. That was an experience. But I tell you what, some of the pictures I got off of that experience were some of the prettiest photos I think I have right now, because it was breathtaking.
Yep. I recently drove it with my family and some friends. We went rafting on the main Salmon River. My friends and I do this every single September. And if you have any interest in any of that, I have a video on our website that's about a half hour long, and you can watch. But just being able to spend time on the rivers here, the recreation that we have that is just so close. We do have a lot of people that come here and want to buy something that's adjacent to public land. And a lot of times we can accomplish that. But I tell you what, if we can't, you don't have to go very darn far at all, for sure.
No. And another really nice thing about this area is you can license your UTV and drive to the post office or downtown for your groceries.
If you're on a county road, the speed limit's 45 or below, you can drive your ATV, your UTV.
Motorcycle.
Yep. There's a ton of people that do that kind of stuff, and so. And you know, I know I live in Idaho County, an adjacent county to here. We don't have building permits there. Clearwater County here does have building permits, but
they're pretty lax.
They are talking about getting rid of them, and I don't know if you've heard any more on that or not. But it's a pretty easy place if you want to move into and get yourself established with a home. Very few of the properties we sell have CC&Rs on them. Really, if you buy a piece of property, you can do what you like with it.
Yeah.
And so another good reason why people like to move here. And there's not all of
the paperwork you have to go through in some other states.
Yeah.
It's very easy to build a home here.
Yep.
The contractors are a little far out right now, but as far as actually getting your permits and getting something built here is a very, very simple process.
Yep, for sure. So, you know, if you guys have any questions at all, please leave us comments on the stream. We'd love to answer them. We'll be doing other episodes of this quite often, and so we might actually put you on or answer your question on air, but we'd probably answer it in the comments too. But we're always excited to hear from people. Again, if you don't know, this is a shameless ploy on my part to get free bourbon. I did not have to pay for this bottle. I'm super excited about that, and so. I do enjoy bourbon, so if you're going to come out to Idaho and you want to buy a piece of property, please call Shanda, and she would love to be your real estate agent. And if you brought a bottle of bourbon for me, I would love that too. And so thank you very much for watching. Really enjoyed the conversation.
How come I don't get free bourbon out of it?
Well, I gave you some here.
Okay.
So there's always got to be something. The real estate agent's got to get their cut.
I know. I don't know.
But the brokerage has got to get his cut.
I don't know. Okay.
So, no, we're just having a little fun. Please always remember, if you're going to drink an adult beverage, please do it responsibly. We want to get everyone to Idaho safely and come out and enjoy everything we have. Thank you, Shanda, very much for joining me. And we look forward to seeing everybody at the next Bourbon with Your Broker.
Cheers.
Goodbye.